At least 23 people were killed and over 36 injured after Jagdalpur-Bhubaneswar Express derailed in Vijayanagaram district of Andhra Pradesh. The incident took place around 11 p.m. yesterday when the train was on its way to Bhubaneswar from Jagdalpur. The train had 22 coaches. Services were affected on Rayagada and Vijayanagaram route with several trains diverted. Prospects of forming an alliance between Samajwadi Party and Congress for the upcoming Uttar Pradesh polls appear to have run into rough weather, with both parties hardening their stance over sharing of seats. Senior SP leader Naresh Agarwal said the possibility of an alliance was almost over and blamed the stubborn attitude of Congress for the deadlock. Tamil Nadu Governor Vidyasagar Rao has promulgated an ordinance paving way for resuming Jallikattu in the state. In a statement in Chennai, Chief Minister Pannirselvam said he will launch the game in Madurai at 10 a.m. today. The Chief Minister thanked the centre for recording the ministerial nod for the draft of the state ordinance in a single day. As many as 89 candidates were withdrawn on the last day of withdrawal of nominations, leaving 1,146 candidates in the fray for Punjab Assembly polls slated to be held on February 4th. According to the Chief Electoral Office, as many as 114 candidates have withdrawn their nominations. In the by-poll Amritsar Lok Sabha seat, 9 candidates are left in the fray. President's Secretariat has asked Election Commission to look into the matter related to the use of President Pranab Mukherjee's photograph for political purposes. In a letter to Chief Election Commissioner, Secretary to President Amita Paul requested the Commission to take necessary steps so that neutrality of the office of the President is not breached. The Election Commission has censured Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for violating Model Code of Conduct. The Commission said his reply has not been found convincing. In its order, the Commission observed that Kejriwal had made remarks to the effect of promoting or abetting bribery to the electors in a public meeting in Goa. 3 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists, including 2 Pakistani nationals convicted in a case of waging war against India, is sentenced to death by a West Bengal court. Pakistani militants Mohammad Yunus and Abdullah and an Indian Muzaffar Ahmad Rathod were arrested by BSF in 2007. Indian soldier CHANDU Babulal Chavan returns home after being released by Pakistan. CHANDU Chavan returned through the land transit route of Atari-Wagha border. The border security force handed him over to the Indian army, which took him to an undisclosed location. Chavan had inadvertently crossed LOC and entered Pakistan last year. Brother of the released soldier thanked the government for the efforts put by it to get him released. Minister of State for Civil Aviation Jayant Sinha has said government is looking at bringing in more effective and transparent financial policies so that investors are able to fund clean operating companies. Besides, he said the government's aim is to complete planned projects in the stipulated period and avoid delays. A car bomb blast killed at least 11 people at a camp for displaced Syrians by the border with Jordan. The blast rocked the Rukban camp near the Jordanian border when a car bomb went off at the outskirts of the camp. Around 85,000 Syrians who are stuck on the border between Syria and Jordan live in this camp. Thousands braved the snow at the Sundance Film Festival to march for women's rights and in protest against the election of President Donald Trump. Many of the banners and slogans supported defeated Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, as well as causes seen as being under threat under the new administration, such as Planned Parenthood. Gambia's former leader Yahya Jammeh flew out of the capital Banjul and into exile after stepping down from power in the face of pressure from West African states to recognize his election defeat. Jammeh was heading to exile in Equatorial Guinea with a stop in Guinea. He took power in 1994 and stepped down overnight. President Adama Barrow was inaugurated in neighboring Senegal. Chile is under a state of emergency as more than a dozen wildfires that have scorched nearly 80,000 hectares threaten to encroach on towns, factories and vineyards. The head of Chile's Forestry Service said the fires were caused by humans, but that it could not be determined whether they were set intentionally. India will be aiming for a clean sweep in the one-day international cricket series against England when they clash in the third and final match in Kolkata today. Virat Kohli-led Team India has won the first 2 one-dayers convincingly, beating the visitors in high-scoring matches. India's ace badminton player Saina Nehwal produced a dominating performance to notch up a straight game win over Hong Kong's Yip Hui Yin to seal her place in the finals of the Malaysia Masters Grappy Gold at Sarawak. The 26-year-old Indian, who clinched the Australian Open last year, will face Thailand's Pornpavi Chochuwong in the summit clash.